A plan to get businesses to invest in Over-the-Rhine in downtown is under fire. Some people say that the city is losing too much money. The city offers tax breaks to some developers who build or renovate in some of the neighborhoods. Now, Over-the-Rhine has about 1/3 of all tax abatements during that time, adding up to more than $7 million in incentives. Right now, WCPO.com reporter Amanda Seitz joins us. You worked on this story, and there's two ways to look at this. Number of tax abatements and then the amount of money they got. Right. And the two areas really in question again are Over-the-Rhine and downtown.
Yeah, that's where we saw really the biggest incentives that City Council signed off on over the last couple of years, and it makes sense. That's where we've seen huge revitalization in our downtown and Over-the-Rhine, and really, the argument is that these incentives have helped lead to some of these new businesses coming and lead to new jobs and lead to new things for people to do and places for people to live in these areas as well.
So what do the critics say? Why do they think that this is maybe something we should rethink?
So right now the city's kind of at a point where we have had a lot of businesses come in. We've had a lot of people write about the revitalization. So I think City Council and other people are kind of asking, at what point do we go, okay, we've given out enough incentives. Now it's time for us to get the tax dollars that we normally would get off of these businesses.
And it's extensive. So specifically, let's look at downtown. So 19 economic incentives in this interactive map you can find on WCPO.com. More than $16 million, right? That's how much essentially the city has lost, if you want to look at it that way.
So one way to look at it is that the business might not be there in the first place had the city not given out this development incentive. So that's how some people look at it. Another way to look at it is that, hey, this development is here and we're not making money off of it. Now, however, all of these businesses do pay taxes on the original property that they bought. They just don't pay taxes on the improvements that they made.
And then Over-the-Rhine is another one. 53 incentives given out, almost $7.5 million there.
Yeah, that was pretty much the number 2 on there. And then Oakley and neighborhoods surrounding UC have also been given some pretty lucrative incentives as well.
And those are not the only areas. Certainly there are many more. And if you want to check it out again, you can see it on this interactive map right now on WCPO.com. That's where you can also see Amanda's article and read more about it. And thank you for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Catherine.